Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Republic of Amalfi series here on the Lord Master channel, which, things are getting interesting in terms of, this rivalry between two brothers. It may soon escalate a bit in the next episode, likely in the next episode, but I don't know about this one because I am now elected as the Doge of Amalfi. I got what I want again, while my brother has inherited the kingdom of Thessalonica. Yes, inherited. If the old one died a natural death. He's 36. I am only 34. I'm younger by 2 years. So he is king now, as he was crowned Prince Bishop. But as for my kinswoman, the old Empress, she may pass away soon. She's done a lot of good things for her empire and for herself. But let me tell you, I am more determined than ever to deal with my brother when he becomes emperor. And also I've decided on what kind of a battleground we should be fighting in. Because I don't want the early part of the war to be in Italia, because that's where the most valuable, the most prosperous and richest there is. Where I would like to fight would be, obviously taking it too would be another challenge in terms of moving ships around, but something less costly. And something where we could fight on even ground. And that is North Africa, because the Land Empire owns most of North Africa now. We only have a small portion of it. But there is no reason to go to war against the Land Empire. Just say, request an invasion for Tripolitania. Duchy of Sirte. Sirte. I hope you need one more for Duchy of Tripoli, which would be good to have, because, so you could fight future wars, just to see if we can re-establish North Africa for Amalfi. Then don't forget that we also have the city of Benghazi, the Commune of Benghazi, belong to us. So basically you got your land ports here, and then you got a city to come in. Yeah, I could see that. Force the Land Empire to send their armies down to North Africa so we could fight them down there. Keeping it away from Italia, because that's where most of our money is from. Most of the money we make is from. And also I want to increase the size of the retinue as well. Let me see. 50, 2,000. Don't have enough money. Because I am determined to make it stronger. Also disband those mercenaries, as the army is gonna make their way down here, get here eventually, while we increase the size of the retinue, so we can get together and all that. You have your great counselors, and I need loyalists, because there are some things I want to pass. Stupid move, but you be the court champion. That's all the loyalists we can have. But I see you're a powerful council member. I'll give it to you then. And the spy master, well, not you, because I'm gonna deal with you very soon. You'll be the designated regent. There's some undecided and there's some supporters. Because I really want to increase the status of women all the way to 4, which will be in effect for the next couple of decades. So I'm gonna need your help. Question is, who likes me the most? You. I will call in the favor that he owes me. Yes, we still have that favor from some time ago. Yes, sir. Well, all we need is one more. And that includes me, the voter. Hey, Stewart. We give you, Wadan some time ago. I'm gonna have to owe that man a favor. Who's this? He's the patrician and great counselor. Are you against or for? Against. Well, you owe me a favor, so it doesn't matter. He'll still be against it. You sure? I guess he will remain against it. Unless I were to promote him with something. Got one more, okay. I guess it's gonna have to be you then. Because you like me very much. I think. Thank you very much. And that is partly the reason why I want to promote women, the status of women upwards, because we want more talented women to be in a council, which gives me more chances of possible loyalists, like my wife. Which I could make her the spy master instead. But we're voting on a law change here. Just put you on there. Thank you very much. Created the Republic of Sirt. You know, it's Tripolitania rather than, you know. Oh yes, there is a way to how to get that man out of there, because I would like to do something stupid, but it would be temporary, hopefully, one would think. And that is, get rid of this man, revoke the title of Misrata. But I could banish him, which they would approve it, but I want that title. But in the meantime, ransom, and I'm gonna keep arresting that man until, can I imprison him again? Yes. There, now, because you can't revoke him immediately despite being excommunicated. So we're gonna take it to him, alright? We'll use our retinue, and use the navy, and some of the army. Just sail abroad and then we'll have him dealt with. So that we can revoke his title of Misrata, and we will use Misrata as a new capital of the Republic of Amalfi temporarily. So we could fight a war against the Latin Empire to get their armies drawn over here, where we can find them on more even ground. Instead of fighting Vitalia, which was defensible, but I don't want this area to be too damaged. That would be damaging to our economy. And yes, I'm going to get myself involved in battle. And just thought of another trick up my sleeve, but wait until after the war. Siege Master's with us. Desert, naval landing penalty. We shall see. The debt procedure has still a little while. The wealth of the other patrician ranks grows ever larger. Surely this unfair distribution of wealth cannot be the Republic's best interest. Would you consider transferring the trade post from another family to the Cable Hands? Let's see what we could do. This is a left little choice. I'm sure the trade posts will suffer in their incompetent rule. If you think this is best, I will transfer them over to a family of paupers and malcontents. Very good. I'll remember this battle in its finest detail to the end of my days. God guided my sword into the hearts of a countless number of foes, raising cheers and battle cries from my surrounding men as I cut the path through the enemy. My mastery of personal combat has come a long way. Apparently not the only one to think so. I am now renowned as a skilled fighter. That could definitely happen. Fortunately, there's only 2 holdings here, so this shouldn't take long. The Pocarios family has been enjoying great prosperity thanks to our trade connections to your land of Kotor. We wish to share this prosperity by purchasing you the land of the surrounding the trade posts for 300 ducats, so that we may expend it to meet the needs of our trade empire. Do you think it's sounded agreement? Don't want to do that. I'd like Kotor. That's how we got there in the first place. Oh, wait a minute. What are you talking about? I mean, you have that trade post. Yeah. But establish a new barony? For you? Well, I do want the support of every levy that I need. So this will establish a new barony in Kotor. And there it is. A new city. Okay, I thought I was giving away a trade post, but no. Alright. Significant status of women's law. And I have another son. Corvulus. Haven't seen that in a while. Yeah, that's... a Fraconian. She's got Al-Andalus. Well, not all of it, because the rest of it was under revolt. So that one is an uneasy one. An uneasy piece, one would think. And we will pass the notable status of women's law in 5 years. Oh, I thought it was going to be 10 years. You, dummy, you're thinking of absolute rule. This isn't absolute rule, but we'll see you in a couple of years, and we'll give full status of women, which will give them an office of marshal and allow the change of gender preference laws. So basically, by the next decade, women will have greater rights in the Republic than ever before. And some of them may even serve the army. If they wish to, if they got the skill. Get over here. You ain't got no more money? No? Okay. It's over. Your title's revoked. Get out of here. With the conquest of Misrata as it befits a virtuous republic, it's time to split the spoils of war among the patricians. As the victor, I receive plaudits and recognition for my contribution to the growth of the republic. Meanwhile, lotteries organized to decide which family will take possession of the new asset. Ooh. But I did say I want to use Misrata as a new wartime capital, quote unquote wartime capital. And then when that time comes, after all that, then we'll move it back to Amalfi. Or whomever. Whoever is running the republic here. But I'll say Republican virtue be damned. Look at me. I'm cynical. I'm arbitrary. Well, the arbitrary part. I'm envious. I'm a changed man. So I could look to my own interests and forfeit the good of the Republic by refusing to give away the lottery for the new county. Expect serious political fallout for both my family and for me personally. This will make me a powermonger, with that general opinion being lowered like that. But all I could say is, please trust me. One day, you will understand. Because my brother needs to... My brother? What happened? That son of a beeswax. Someone assassinated him. I didn't do it. Who's the heir of the empire then? Nephew. I do recall that one of his other rivals were my other members, I believe. Did you do that, Tassilo? No, that wouldn't be you. Was it you? Or may have been the other family members, I suspect. Or someone who wanted to murder him personally. Guess we kind of fought that one for nothing. Okay. Cancel those plans. I was getting ready for revenge and all that. I was so determined. If I choose to land my my boy here, he's not going to be the heir no longer. But you do have your children, which I believe they're more important to you. But in this case, present my heir as the mastermind of the conquest. So stimulate lotteries of 5 families. Doge will have one chance of holding it, while random non-Doge patrician will have these chances. Well, I'm a bit stumped now. I was so determined to go fight against my brother, but no, I believe he was assassinated by one of his other rivals. Assumingly his siblings. That's not me. Well, one thing's for certain. I do know that my family's avenged. And one would think I'm kind of left without a purpose, but there is this man here. I got issues with him. Anything else? Well, at least my father is avenged. It's been given to the Principato. You know, the nice guys. Well, is there anyone around here that likes me the least? You. Spy on him. At least work on your intrigue a little bit. Nod. Let's see. I think it might be the one. You'll do. High centralization sounds like a good idea, but no, you're gonna focus on this and this only. Just increase the status of women, just to show that women are becoming important in the Republic now. And we need more loyalists. And someone taking my life without a purpose. God dang it. It's not the way I want it, but... well, what are you gonna do? Maybe try to be a better person? Also, I believe I got good enough children, so choose a patron saint. You are lacking diplomacy, so... Peter, to whom gave Jesus the keys to heaven? To whom Jesus gave the kings to heaven. Well then. What's that paper status like? Yeah. But keep in mind, the Republic is vulnerable right now, so that's why we're increasing the size of the retinue a bit. Religious debate in the council. Gee, I don't know. I'll try to trick the opponent. I might lose this one. Yep, lost the debate, so that means I owe Saxo a favor for a period of time, whatever he wants. I did read the traits, it's just, I'm like, come on, really? Don't we have a trade post? No, that's Ragusa's. It's been touched before. But again, I have no issues with him, because he's already dead. But he's also, again, the heir to many duchies. Shows you of its importance. Thank you very much. Here's a smoke operation. Oh, here's the new Kogan. Maybe one day should get together. Because we know your family. Hey, how'd you like to be betrothed? My beloved wife is constantly bored. She keeps talking about the new fashion she's heard about. Now she wants me introduced to the court. You can become charitable or greedy immediately. That's too many traits. But I need diplomacy, so... charitable it is. My money is your money, darling. I will consider introducing a new fashion at court. Red. Crazy. Now this venture gonna be 2,000 strong, but I need more than that still. Now let's talk about forming an alliance. Okay, the days arrived for the diplomatic meeting between the Avars of Bihar and his entourage. After the necessary pleasantries, we sit down and start the summit. I was informed by my spies that my locators particularly suited to a direct and business-like attitude. Well, that's me. A clean and business-like approach it is. Because I have a stewardship education, high stewardship stat, but not so good on diplomacy. I should have been greedy. But me being charitable might tone it down, but I am a patrician. He does like me. He is diligent. Not greedy. The distance is quite an issue. Just a clean business-like approach. And whatever help you need, we will intervene for you. Because there's something I want to do. I'm so proud that Bernardo So's a genius. I knew since a very young baby he was destined to greatness. Alright, a genius. That is it. He is my new designated heir. Right then and there. Locals from Amalfi have reported the most unusual and concerning incidents. Several sources have claimed to have seen otherworldly shadows, vaguely in the shape of people, going around attempting to kill unsuspecting innocents. The common thread here is that the shadows tend to appear at night as people are falling asleep. Reputable scholars and clergy believe that this is nothing but hysteria. Aye, the scholars are right. Sleep terrors are nothing new. Failed meeting. Oh, that's a non-aggression from earlier, because we already have one. And yet you call me a failed negotiator. I am a failed negotiator, so... Sorry, because I jump a gun. What about the alliance? Do we have an agreement on the alliance? This one is a successful summit. For the next 5 years. Whatever help you need, we'll be there for you. That's why I'm increasing the size of the retinue, so our knights will be fighting alongside the Avar Horde. So it'll be not an issue. Anybody else? Because you should be looking at the plots. You shouldn't be sitting down and be content like that. Because you got people like him. To claim on what? Oh, I don't care about that. How many traits do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, a lost temperate. Some mostly bad person. What are you gonna do? Huh? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Here's an idea. Yeah, I think I got an idea. Just wait until the time is right. Just take a drink first. No. Focus, ruler. I need that. Don't want to lower my skill for anything. Probably wait next year when you switch to another focus. Or something along those lines. Because you like diplomacy, so you should go for a carousing focus next. Here's your war chest. Sure. Try to. Don't start any wars, but you can join the Avars war. Oh my god. I'm sorry you waited all this time, but it's for the Alliance. Alright? We already have a non-aggression pact. Just to continue maintaining, how about this? Oh, that's a big bright price. Again, daughter of the Kagan. Don't worry about that. Discredit Zotto, that's my marshal. I'll leave that alone. I mean, you still have a few rivalries. He'll eventually die of consumption, I wouldn't worry about him. But he is one of my commanders, despite the fact that he doesn't like me. Will you please give him a chance? He's just a loyalist of mine. I just saw that disappear. Give me a second. Just two more. And that's the number I wanted. 2,500 strong for the retinue. Because we can afford it. Cannot name my wife Spymaster, unfortunately. It'll be you, Bishop. Amalfi has been taking some damage as of late. We're still determined to increase the military in some areas, but also the income here in order to maintain such a thing. And yes, I'm way over the domain limit, but if I was to give it away, it would be those cities back in Anatolia. Dwadomir, who's Sesk. Yeah, you can recruit here. Yike. In parts of Asera, colorful rain was reported to have fallen for several days. After some deliberation, the locals consider this a bad omen of things to come. Oh no. Please don't let there be no bad omen. Personal whim. I don't like the men in front of me. They came to petition me for better governance and adversa, but I don't care about the reasons. Besides, the one who left is Green Eyes. I make a point to never trust Green Eyes. These men will be treated with contempt and will get nothing from me. I wonder why these peasants are restless. It's what I get for having that arbitrary trait. Oh gosh, I feel terrible for you. You're a leper, which means no chance of having children. Even if she is the... I don't know why I was about to say that, but I was about to say, even if she is the lustiest lust woman that has ever been lusted. Gosh, what's the matter with you? Get out of your gutter. Is it time yet? No, till July, and we'll switch to carousing. Make some friends. It would be wise to befriend your council members so they'll remain loyalists to you. So you can pass on the votes to increase more for the status of women. Fine, you'll have it. So we can have more loyalists. That's what I mean by it. It's a good idea in theory. Wait till 17th. And plus, remember in past series such as Prussia, Delhi Sultanate, Gupta Empire, and here in Amalfi. Oh, and don't forget Sogdia too, where women who get martial education, and if they do grow up and they have a martial education, they immediately get switched to a different education that is not martial. If you have full status of women, women who are educated in martial will keep their education for good. But again, for those who don't have full status of women that get martial education, I mean, again, it doesn't always happen every time, those that have to switch their education. Only very few instances that I've seen personally where they actually keep their education. Unless you are either a Buddhist, Bogomolist, Cathar, and Mazdaki, where you recruit soldiers who are women and they keep their education. Yeah, that I can remember. Hey! Carousing. Alright, to those who are not loyalists, let me, okay, he's in seclusion. He's at war. He's in seclusion. Come on, will you come out of your hiding holes? I know the disease has been harsh to you. If I can't invite him, well then, oh well, just invite your wife. Okay, he's coming. I just only needed one guest, that's all. Hey! Come on in. Join the party, man. Okay, he ain't coming. Versus Serene Province. Whereas this one is, got issues. Hey! Come over here. Ah. Thank you. Kinswoman. Brave. Oh, martial education. I'm the one educating you? Okay. Oh, for God's sakes. You believe you're Mr. Big Shot around here? Give him a chance. I always give him a chance. That just means stalling for time, because I really don't want to do it. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We're gonna have to join a war because they are attacking Croatia, which you don't have much of an order yourself, but we do. Croatia is a weakened entity, but they do have an ally, which isn't too far from here, so that's why he calls for us for help. And that, young Kagan, I'd be happy to oblige. Two Avar and one Polish. These are his concubines, while he is married to a Dalmatian. Yes, sir. We'll be there. So, be sure to land here. And then work your way up, and you'll be in Bosnia-Herzegovina, and then take it to the capital, where he resides, or try to fight your way up and fight for the Order. I don't know why he has a habit of making tributaries. Why don't you just start with the old school conquest wars? You are a nomad. Do conquest. Anyways, everyone knows I've spent years and years directing the work on my book, when today I'm presented with a final product. Gastronomic tonics? Huh? Scratch my chin. Almost surprised that the work has finally be finished. Get the boats. Just using vassal ships this time. Don't want to put too much money on that. As the fleet assembles. Gastronomic. There, here it is. This discreet pocket-sized little tome contains a variety of recipes, ranging from delicious drinks to some curious antidotes for common poisons. Oh, this is a good book to have, even though it's supposed to be stewardship related, but this is a book that would be useful if you're going to be assassinating somebody. To add more plot power. Ah, good to know. Give us some. Head to the Bay of Mali Stone. Better luck next time, because the Avars need us. I don't think that's a good idea. Land here. This is their ord plus levies. We should make our way up here. Let's move out. We could have stopped by in Kotor, but that's quite some distance away. Basically, we're going to combat Avar style. Already you're a trained fighter. There's the enemy. But keep in mind, this is exclusively cavalry. Especially heavy cavalry, which will put a hurt to them. But remember, this is a war to make Croatia a tributary. They want to extort tribute. They're not here to make tributary states. Sometimes I wish they would go for tributary states. I mean, look at all this land you have. Why don't you use the conquest casus belli? I will help you. Every time. Despite the fact you're Orthodox Christian. Huh? Wait a minute, what? Oh, Bogomils. Again with the Bogomils. Here comes the cavalry. Dealing with local forces. Though my parents have passed away for some time, I suddenly recall a warm, happy memory of them today. Regardless of my feelings about them while they were alive, even after death, my memories of them can bring me joy. I am glad. So I recalled a happy memory about parents. Yeah. Again, Lambert, the greatest merchant that ever lived. And my Russian mother, who's a great woman by her own right. The smartest around. But, yeah. I wonder how you'd be thinking of a happy memory of your parents even though you're out in combat. There's the Croats. Here comes the Avars to assist us. And finally, I'm a respected commander. Finally, some little respect around here. Head to Voditsa. That's where their capital is. Fine! God dang it. I mean, you're better skill-wise, it's just... This is the second time that's happened. And are you by any chance a loyalist? No, sir. Well, when this war is over, and as long as the Avars aren't doing anything, I'd be happy to. Regarding my smuggler operation, I was informed that a stolen cargo worth fortunes waiting to be transferred, to be sold to a third party as soon as possible. Fortunately, my spy master take care of other matters, so I'm the one that can lead the whole mission. There are rumors of a foreign operation to catch us. Well, I'm good with both, so I'll assume personal command. Plus, I am arbitrary. Hey, this is where it comes in. I do not have the martial nor intrigue education, not a schemer either. Used to be craven long ago. My martial style will be all support for personal security as well as my stewardship staff for business acumen. And in the worst case, my combat rating will also be tested. We shall see. All you need to do is to bring down their capital. Success! The mission to transport to very valuable cargo and transfer to our associates was a success. I commanded everything with expertise, and it is with deep satisfaction I see the admiration of my men for my deed. Better yet, my treasury is now full. It's never full to me. I plan on saving that money big time to improve that hospital in Amalfi. Now she's disfigured because of the leprosy. I'm sorry, Tassilo. I'm very sorry. Go release some. Heir to the county. Heir to the Kingdom of Croatia. This will add up to the war score. Move out. Yes, I understand you're all gonna be mad at me. too late. Sorry. I'm sorry that you had to wait this long to get married. I'll make it up to you. Huh. Hey. That's in the, isn't that where, is that God Pristina? Yeah, that's where modern day Kosovo is, actually. So she's about 9 years old. Does he have to wait more years for him to get married again? I'll go marry to some different Avar who is Arab. Never mind. You're testing his patience. Stories, huh? Or just you. Tall and strong. Perhaps just marry some Greek woman. That's Banavosara. So you need someone with good traits, and I can't see any better than this one. You'll pay a small bride price for it. I bargained twice the price. But you still have your alliance with the Avars, alright? A serious setback. While overseeing a particular shipment of stolen goods abroad, my smugglers were ambushed and my spy master had to fight for his life. Fortunately, the whole cargo was lost. My bishop, spy master, just died. What did I tell you? Alright, my wife. I don't care what people say. You're gonna be the best spy master around. And a couple of months' time, we're gonna increase the status of women even more. Hildeprand is gonna be the champion of women. Whatever he means by that, of course, is to his detriment. As God, who was my ancestor? As Corvallis once said, I'd rather fight a man than make love to a woman. That was Corvallis, right? He's the one that he had interesting relationships before he died of poor health. Yeah, I recall he used to fall in love with an Armenian woman one time. I remember. It's coming back to me now. Alright, here it is. Extended wards. Larger wards to treat more patients. Look, she got a martial education, and watch. It's gonna switch to a different one. Which is a tier 4 education nevertheless. Hi! Stop right there. Nope, I guess she keeps it. Two more to go. Trupa and Dubica. You know what? You're gonna have to walk your way back. You think you raised him too long. The man is a coward, that's for certain. He can't fight. Shadows and loud noises frighten him, and blood makes him faint. Ah, yes, the Englishman from Oxford. I'll tell the whole castle about your cowardice. Thought the English were high and mighty. Nope, they don't understand Italian fighting spirit. Or it could be comparable with the Polish can-do spirit. Lost my loyalist, unfortunately. Great counselor is needed. Yeah, I understand. He's gonna be an issue. Come on, Croatia, pay tribute to the Avars. And it was the Avars that told the Croats, you can move down there to the lands of Ilaria. The Avars changed a lot of things regarding Eastern European geopolitical. That's why this coming February we'll be doing an Avar series on Crusader Kings 3. We will fulfill our duty. As if that's really needed. The Castle of Edijam. The Knights Templar have established a new holding in the Terma of Jaffa. Permission to settle there was granted by them by the noble despot Kalinikos of Greece. Their mighty castle will henceforth be known as the Bet Dijon. The infidels should tremble. Yeah, you're going to be walking your way back to Amalfi. Disease or no disease? Is it time? Yes, sir. What do we got? A lot of opponents. Yeah, because of incompetence. You're gonna have to call in my support for this. Which he'll support me for this vote, but 2 more are undecided. Which is really needed, so council consideration. Those that haven't been decided, well, we're gonna have to appeal to them. Like these 2 should request council support, both of you. Conflicting interests. Tell you what. You'll be the High Judge. Oh god, he's sick with the camp fever. And he's stressed. He could die anytime soon, so we may lose that vote. In parts of Amalfi, colorful rain is reported to have fallen for several days. After its liberation, the locals consider this to be a good omen for things to come. Good to hear. Should probably do that. Thank you. God, we need to get the patrician on board to support us because, again, 4 and 4, and I am the deciding vote too, but the problem is if that man remains undecided and he chooses to go for what the opponents say, then this will not pass. Which, again, this will give women the office of marshal and allow the change of gender preference laws, which I don't think it exists in the Republic. It's just there. We just want to give more rights to women. For all career paths to be open for prominent women. And then in the next decade, we will give full status to women, which they are going to take up command of armies. And if there was a female Doge, or Dogesa, which I believe that's how you pronounce that, they do not incur negative opinion modifiers. And allow the change of gender preference laws. Oh, actually, absolute cognatic succession laws, which again doesn't exist in the Republic as far as I'm concerned. We just want to give more rights to women, so the women don't feel so useless in the Republic. They established a new holding in the Terma of Akka. Thank you, Kalinikos. The castle will be henceforth known as Athalith. Pay tribute to the Avars. They need more land, damn it. Look at them. There's all this open land. Use the conquest castles, brother. Why aren't you doing this? Instead, you want the big kingdoms to pay them money. And speaking of money, now it's time to go carousing. Carousing, yes! Now that there's time again. I hope the Avars aren't doing anything, you know. We need to get him into carousing. If he lives through the camp fever situation. Damn it. Or perhaps invite any of them into carousing. And then maybe we can befriend one of them and that'll change their decisions of the vote. Yeah. None of you! Damn you guys! Damn you people! Ungrateful! Ungrateful. Might as well settle with you. Better yet, why don't you just remove somebody from the council, then look for a loyalist instead. Like that man. Aha. You used to be in the council. Yeah, you were. You were the chaplain. He's not voting for us. Oh yeah, we're gonna sack him. There you go. You got your old job back. And then you'll soon lose it soon after. That'll do. Thank you very much. Now let's go carousing, my dear. And hope these Avars better calm themselves down. He's resting. There you go. Now until 11:11 or 11:12, because knowing how long it takes, around 11:12, full status of women. Yes, sirree. Did I just see what I see? But just a second. Prince Bishopwater expresses his wish to have a seat on the council. His contribution to Rome is significant, and his military strength is not to be ignored, so including him in the council may eliminate the potential future threat. I'll see what I can do. You'd be a very good chaplain, but if you're so determined, I'll give it to you. We'll play for money. This is a republic, you know? Money matters. We played for hours. Tides of fortune ebbing and flowing as I tried to attack my opponent's position without opening my defense too much. Eventually I found a critical opening. Made a few inspired and aggressive moves and won the game. Howdy, son. You'll be 11 this year. Hail to the Doge! I'm an apprentice board gamer. Yes, sir. Should I be a game master? Wasn't Lambert a game master? Yes. It gives you more diplomacy. But I'll just say, well, it was fun. My Karaza. Again, still determined to increase the levy size of the Republic just to strengthen us. We decided to host the Grand Banquet to honor your rule. Thanks. You're just paying me tribute. No rewards, no nothing. Oh, okay. Here's a tribute of gold and silver. Okay, thank you, Prince Bishop. And you. Yeah, you. A star is born. Thanks to his good relations with my spouse, my Chancellor recently came to me with an idea to project my spouse's image in foreign courts and among my vassals. Given the position of the court, the effect could be dramatic if my spouse is what it takes to be in a spotlight. I love my spouse. She's great. But, you know, she is touched, but not yet my friend and all that. But do I really need to do that? So again, if I do this, I'd be overshadowed by my spouse, which doesn't seem to be much of an issue if I'm going to improve my diplomacy more anyhow. But anyways, so I start to prepare the spouse to be a major player in the diplomacy of my country. However, my spouse is going to be tested in several traits. In order to grab the opportunity that is being given, the process ends with a magnificent ball that is being organized, for which I am now charged. The results of this ball will define how much my spouse's diplomacy will increase and how much the state diplomacy will increase too. While nothing is guaranteed, given the way my Chancellor is prepared to me, get ready for some critical changes. The traits of my spouse influence the outcome of this. She is not kind, nor charitable, she's not any of these traits. She doesn't have a diplomacy education either. Not silver-tongued, not groomed, nor proud, but she is wrathful. Oh, I don't think that's a good idea at all. You might screw it up, so just say that you're not going to be outshined by my spouse, because you're not going to control your anger issues. That's my issue with you. You don't know how to be nice to people. You barely tolerate me. Oh my god, an anti-pope. You're going to be messing with the moral authority in future. Boom times ahead. More money to be made. My cook asks me whether I preferred hard-boiled eggs or soft-boiled eggs. I want to abstain from eggs for a while. I like to be temperate again, like I used to be, but nah, that ain't gonna work. They call me the Scarred because I have a scar on my face, you see. From, how did I get this scar? Oh, I remember. I think I, one time fell off the stairs. Yeah, I remember. That was funny. Real funny. Alrighty. Tassilo, your first child. He's not going to be Adu. He's going to be Ugo. Hell of a random button. I know what I'm going to do this fall. Oh, yeah. We're going to go kill the man's wife. For reasons. No. Let me back out of that. Stop backing that plot. No. Don't do it. I don't want to be a known murderer. A renowned scholar is the wrath in my court to request knowledge of me. Since he has heard tales of how my dynasty is always offered safe haven and patronage ought just... Yeah. Look at this, man. That's why I was a bit, you know, reading faster. Because look at that man's orange bearded appearance. Now that is a Langobard man right here. It would be excellent if he was a warrior, but no, he's a gentleman and a scholar who happens to be lustful. Don't you dare look at my Avar wife, alright? But, of course, you'll be welcome here. We might make a loyalist out of you soon. A gang of female thieves had recently been preying on male travelers in a nearby area with a unique method. They would first seduce them, offer them erotic delights. Afterwards, they would entice their victim to strip naked. When their victim's guard was down, they would steal the man's belongings before running off, leaving the victim naked and humiliated. My guards had difficulty catching the culprits until a cunning adventurer helped them ambush the thieves. I've actually seen this event once. Not happened to me personally, but it happened to someplace. In fact, it happened very early on in the Gupta series, actually. Where, it happened in Magad, in Patliputra, where this character I was playing as, the guy who was kind of like Obi-Wan Kenobi in a way, personality-wise. And he talks to his son, where he points across the Ganges to the city of Patliputra. He says, "You see this, son? That is Patliputra. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. I was born there, you know. It was a nice city before they defiled it. Yes, a place where girls swing their bottoms and their ruler watches them for hours and all that. And now there's female thieves there who did such unkind things." That's what they did in my city. Yeah, something like that. But now it's happening here. What? Let me see. Why on earth would I want to lose terrible? I need my diplomacy. Huh. Guards giving adventurers advice for the next... Wow, plenty of years. To help me with the plot discovery and chains and all that. But I think it would be wise to say, what a talented person. I need them with me at my court. But they say an adventurer is supposed to be coming to court, right? Or is that person already here? Take a drink. Who's that? Oh, that's the one. This woman was once a cunning adventurer who helped a ruler track down an all-female gang of bandits who used seduction to rob men. She pretended to want to join their gang, but in reality was helping to set up an ambush for the ruler's guards. She's an adventurer. That means you can make her a commander, but she does not have the skill to be. She's club-footed and weak. But that didn't stop her from doing what she wanted to do. A weak, club-footed adventurer. Well, stick around. You might be a future spy master if my wife wasn't. In fact, you're better than my wife. Oh, she'll be a loyalist too. She'll be a loyal servant forever and ever. Okay then. You're not gonna like this, darling, but she's my new spy master now. Oh god, what's happening over there? Unrest. Someone told me that wet earwax makes good lip balm. Given that my lips have been rather dry lately, I should try it. After all, I should really present myself better when in public. Yeah, that's a good idea. increased sex appeal and all that. Brother-in-law passed. Oh, he got assassinated some time ago. And you're being childish too. Do you want to marry a ruler? Well, we can't find you one. Sorry. Yeah, I noticed that, yes, you can make cognatic succession law now, which means, yes, you can have women run the Republic, but I don't think that would be wise now, would it? Not until you have full status of women, where that idea would be optional. I'll just wait a couple more years. Let me see. I'm just looking something up while we... Oh, I know what to do with that money. I need diplomacy. I got good enough children. Here it is. Lemon Groves of Amalfi. I know what to do. Where is it? Aha! Search domain for resources. Something to spend your money, big time with. Alexandria. What the is happening over there? Revolt League Independence War. So, she wants to leave the Empire, even though it's part of the theme of Egypt. That's not wise of you. The new Emperor. So that old woman finally croaked. 2 years ago. Anger the peasants. But he's also the heir to the Kingdom of Egypt, and the duchies and counties, and all that. But there is no issue between us. Oh, there is an issue. He's an Orthodox Christian. Who raised you? If he tries to restore Constantinople back to Orthodox Christianity, that would be terrible. That would undermine what your ancestors did. If this keeps up, and he's a zealous, so he can't be changed. Plus, the religious head is only a bishop. What does he think he is? Need a new domain overseer. Aye. Orange Beard. Serbian Liberation Revolt. Yeah, the Serbs are mad as heck and they can't take it anymore regarding Ragusa. And now Egypt wants Epirus out of Ragusa. Our rival Republic has finally taken it to him. Hey, Landar. Loyalist. 3 loyalists. You'll have it too. Stretching. Oh yeah, it's been a while since. It's been 6 years. Yeah. Hey, carousing. The local Saint Raphael was an inspiration in many ways. I wish I could live up to him. Lately I have visited his tomb a lot, and I've listened to to the tales of his miracles throughout his life. I'll live up to his ideals. Hopefully this will get rid of some of my negative traits. I forgot the carousing. It's time again. I need another loyalist. Please, I urge you. Join my private feast. I just need at least one, but no, everybody's going to be here. Good. As long as that Avar's kept quiet over there. Oh, he's not quiet. He's gonna make Queen Mara of Croatia. This Croatia. So he takes up Langobard culture, not Greek anymore. Good. Our language is superior. Solar, see the realm prosper. Happy about that. Ansa or so got into a quarrel with the butcher's son. Apparently she demanded the boy to act as a pet upon the boy's refusal. Ansa grabbed him by the hair and onto the air and spinned him in circles before massing him and launching him to a tree. She's strong. Wow. Lately I found myself worrying about my little son, Bernard. The lad's been brought up believing in a false god who can offer nothing but illusions and hollow promises. Maybe he's ready to be introduced to true faith. Yeah, we still have that Slavic faith. And I believe this is where the opportunity comes in. I summoned him in my study where I proceeded to read him the legends. I could tell for the first minute I had a real challenge ahead of me. The lad was fidgeting in his seat and played with his sleeves. I was expected to shout at me when I brought up Perun. Oh, come on, son. I'll give this one more try. You're gonna like it whether you like it or not. You're gonna like it whether you like it. What the hell are you saying? Zotto, my marshal. You want limited taxation for the next 10 years. Ah, don't worry about it. Sure. We don't make most of our money through tax. We make it mostly by trade. Made him Slavic, whether he likes it or not. This time around, instead of lecturing, try to have a conversation with Bernard, and listen patiently what he had to say. We discussed Perun and the pagans at length, and at the end it seems that Bernard understood and agreed with my point of view. Perun's truth shall always prevail. That boy's got a future. My pious court chaplain told me he was a very talented individual of low-born origins that could be a very fitting addition to my court. After letting information sink in, he proceeded to suggest I approach this character to know what he wants. Of course, ask for a civil courtier to come to my court is not the most prestigious of actions. Oh, I like him. It's worth a try. Ask me how I should approach this person. Well, let me see. Well, player perspective, I'll use my powers of persuasion to sway him. Or whatever. Nope. Didn't get him. Alright. Let's make another loyalist by making a friend out of somebody if we can. Got him. I got him. Yes. A dedicated carouser. You are the man, Hildeprand. You are the man. You do not need new clothes. You're already wonderful. Even though you're already fat, but still. Just be glad she isn't obese. It is possible to get an obese modifier in this game if you remain fat for too long. is getting older. You mean Bernard, right? Just let it be for now. I'll do it when the time is right. Alright, you got another son. What the heck kind of name is that? Lamicio? Lamicio. That doesn't sound like much of a Germanic sounding name, but whatever that is, that's rather an interesting name that we do not typically see, ever. I've never seen anyone named that. Okay. Let's see what we can do. He says wouldn't do the best. Egad, you don't have a court position. One of the messengers returned the news of an old nun residing in a convent in Antandros. The pious one worked for years in the leper colonies of Antandros, where she licks away the pus in patients' wounds and eats their scabs. Something for which she has earned the name Zoe the Holy. If I were to donate this tidy sum to come, she would come work for me. Yeah, I'll give her a shot. Please don't take it out of context. Get it out of your gutter, people. Don't take it out of context. You bad boy, you. You know what? No. Active favors size 5 months. Oh, look at you. You're groomed. And here's the Avar lady that you'll be marrying in a few years. Good looking, too. So again, just one more year in the month of December, then full status of women. Here's a man I need to arrest, and another I want to assassinate. My spy master, Piltrud, could help with either. The rest are assassination, Bonobo. Send her to the arrest. Haven't even ruled for 10 years, but yet I am determined to change it to agnatic. Let's give women a chance, alright? You hear me? Hashtag give women a chance. That was a thing that is in American professional wrestling. It's a women's revolution thing. But now we're having a bit of a women's revolution here in the Republic of Amalfi. But as for him, he don't care about love. He's got a wife. Before me is an endless expanse of grass and a sunset sky colored in pastel shades of rose and gold. A single tree is all there exists. I sit under the tree, and wind faintly whispers in my ear, singing of the joys and sorrows of the ancients. It gently sways the tree, and the shadows of the branches and leaves dance over my face. I wake up from the dream and feel at peace. Speaking of peace, no, god dog it, this council. He's your friend, but he's a zealot. Let's go carousing one more time. What happened? Master schemer for a tiny man. Just one. And pray that the Avar doesn't do anything stupid. And I may have to reestablish an alliance with him because I believe it's almost been 5 years now. I'll get personally involved. Of course, when your children grow up, be sure to put the money in a campaign fund. Come on in. Despite the fact that you're over the domain limit. But you're doing fine. Holy crap, another Melfian peasant revolt. What is going on over there? Bernard Urso. You're not only a genius, but also attractive. Oh my goodness. You are... Bernard. You, when you grow up, even with your martial education, regardless how good or bad it is, you, my friend, is going to be the most interesting man in the world. He's groomed, attractive, and smart too. And he might become either ambitious, brave, or stubborn. And in addition, he might become diligent or temperate. But regardless, he's going to be great. I'm just so excited I couldn't contain myself as you just heard that tone of my voice. I am definitely going to put a lot of money into this campaign fund when he grows up. I mean, just wait till he turns 16, then he's eligible to be elected. Play for money. I'll get you next time. Trade debate. Go for aggressively. And I win this one. Now you owe me a favor. You'll be useful for the vote for the status of women to be full. I really turned around on the diplomacy. Not just a political victory and everything else. The lemon growers too. I do like a bit of an intrigue too, so... because I'm out of patience, that's why. Which it'll go away in a few years' time. But no, I think you're better off to be a socializer because you need to have that alliance with the Avars again in future. In fact, it's about that time too. Oh no. They're no longer in power because the guy was assassinated, so therefore a child cannot rule the to be a Kagan, so it must go to this other Avar clan. We'll pray for it. That's why we haven't heard from them lately. How long have you been, Kagan? For about a year. Less than a year, in fact. Well, the Serbs have indeed liberated themselves. Whoa, wait a minute. They even took Ragusa too. The Serbians have taken Ragusa. And they took, this part, so Ragusa has lost Ragusa. It's no longer a merchant republic anymore. Now it's just a republic. The Serbs destroyed it. And soon they will join with the rest of Duka, which they already have, in fact. It's no longer Ragusa. It's Dubrovnik now. Wow, we outlived the Republic of Ragusa. Alright. Well, actually, hold the phone here. You can't make any more trade posts. You're way over the limit. That means someone else is going to do it. And that means it's Umbria's chance to establish their trade posts there. Thank you, Duka. But if I really care, I would, you know... There's only tributaries. There's nothing else we could do. So, thank you, Montenegrin Serbs that destroyed the Republic of Ragusa and reduced it to just being just a republic, but not yet merchant. Though they could re-establish it because they have the money. Unless they'll fight the individual claimant, but they're not going to do that, well, would they? Now all you have to worry about is Genoa. Because I like to fight them in several wars of trade dominance and all that. I think they won their independence. Yes, they did. But it's the theme of Egypt, not the Kingdom of Egypt, which the Latin Empire has now officially re-established themselves in Constantinople as an Orthodox entity. And I hope to goodness that they do not convert to the Greek culture, and this way they would reintroduce the Byzantine Empire, but that'd take a long time to do that. Ooh, you want her? Alright, you can have her. Wink, wink. We'll end this episode by 12:12 when we pass the full status of women. And then we'll be try to make some more changes in future. Alright, here you go. You could stop at that crossing now. Your diplomacy is good enough. What else I can do? What's missing? Maybe rulership, just to improve that stewardship, because that domain, you know, the opinion of that domain might be bothersome to some. She's absent-minded. That happens. Oh my god, you want to... You're 18 years old, you're fatigued and stressed. Hey! Stop at what you're doing. I understand you inherited that claim, and this is your last chance. But don't underestimate the forces of liberation of Italy. Viva Italia! But in the meantime, I'll gladly attend. At least it's not my brother, who is long since dead now. And I felt like I'm almost without a purpose, but I kinda do. The Latin coordination. I, Peter of the Urso dynasty, with the blessing of the Lord, I do hereby rightfully assume the crown of the Latin Empire. With those words does he become Emperor of the Latin Empire, in truth. With each of his vassals line up to bow before him and swear everlasting fealty, is an impressive ceremony, full of pomp and circumstance, one that will write Emperor Peter into history. The streets of Constantinople are lined up with Greek crowds cheering, with everyone straining to get a look at the important personages that pass by on their way to the forthcoming feast. Long live Emperor Peter! He is crowned. And that is a lovely crown you got there. With the coronation ceremony finished, the newly anointed Emperor Peter, my nephew, retired to his castle for the celebration feast. The hall is packed with people, the lords and ladies of the Latin Empire, their wives and husbands, visiting Orthodox rulers and emissaries. This will be a night to remember, even though I'm not Orthodox, but I had to attend because you invited me. I just wanted to be there just to witness to you. That's all. How about it? Secretly Slavic, she is. Also, what's going on up there? Rivalry war. To our good host, Emperor Peter, long he may reign. Otto, he stands and delivers eloquent toast in Emperor Peter's honor, coronation feast, prompting a round of approving applause from those scattered. Long he may reign. That's his legal tutor. Or some legal tutor of some other. Coronation feast finally draws to a close. Emperor Peter is giving a speech to those that gathers barely overheard the rouse cheering. Long live the Emperor! Long live the Emperor! A fine event indeed. Good luck to you. And get well soon. Otherwise Lambert would take over. Hey! Gosh, we need more support. Hey. Call in council support. Okay, so this would be a tie. We need someone to be the tiebreaker. Or replace it with a loyalist. Need to get rid of him. This is temporary, alright? We have the votes. Thank you. Nice education. Good. Should be charitable as well. It's a good thing that it replaced her council. The man was going to die anyway. Because he was a tiny man. She's bright. Average smuggle operation now. Full status of women's law. Now you can have agnatic, cognatic, or even absolute cognatic, which you have to get through this first. So yes, this new century is one of progression. And maybe one day we'll get rid of the revocation, and just go back to the normal one. It enables a light approach to religious subjugation. Should we ever go across the Infidel realms again? They would support me for this one, but that gives me more to that domain size, which is something that would be concerning. And we are a republic, so I don't care about the feudal vassal opinion. These current set of commanders I had. Yeah. So there you have it. Our first female commander of the Republic of Amalfi, which is my kinswoman. See, there's someone that we need in our ranks for the future wars and the defense of the Republic. Yeah, I'm proud of this accomplishment. But I still see a lot in you, Bernard. And I'm saving up a lot of money, because in the next year, when you turn 16, I am gonna put all that money to the campaign fund to make sure you get elected. Because you have what it takes to be a great warrior for the future wars of the Republic of Amalfi, whether if it's to fight for other people's trade posts, or whatever issue, assisting the Avars, you name it. Because he is vulnerable right now, and I believe that needs all the help he can get. That would be the most wise. As well as taking part of future crusades, and all that, and more. But we'll see in the next episode. It's a new era for the Republic of Amalfi, as the Republic of Ragusa is no more, except it's reduced to a... Actually, they revived their Merchant Republic practices, but they're not what they're used to be. They're a shadow of its former self. Good luck for them to try to get Dubrovnik back from them. Try as they might. But we'll see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.